Hi, you guys. It's Milo here,
And I'm Mo.
and welcome to Our Moments, where we talk about relationships, current events, politics. Morgan leaving me for a week, going to
We're not talking
Florida
about
to
politics, remember? You don't like talking
his
about.
mom, and he's trying to overtalk me.
Yeah, because.
And Morgan came up with all these lovely questions and things to talk about
And he doesn't
today,
like them. So,
and I
anyways.
don't like them.
But yes, I'm leaving for a week. Go see my mom. Not for Mother's Day specifically, just, my little sister is, she's a traveling nurse and she took a job in Seattle. And I think my mom has made up her mind that she's not going to Seattle. So she wanted to see my sister off before she goes. So that's one reason. And I want to see my sister off before she goes because I'm probably not going to go to Seattle either. So it's that. And then there's also Mother's Day. It just so happened to be on Mother's Day weekend.
Yeah,
So,
it's a good thing I don't celebrate Mother's Day.
I mean, I haven't spent a Mother's Day with my mom since I moved here to Georgia, and that's been 12 years. So I think you've spent a couple Mother's Day with
I mean,
your.
it's just a hop and a skip away.
Well, exactly. I mean, your mom is in Alabama. We're in Georgia. So, I mean, like, yes, you can do that. I can't
Yeah.
do that. My mom lives in the Virgin Islands, and I haven't been able to, you know, she goes to Florida more than she comes here. But I haven't, like I said, I haven't spent a Mother's Day with her in about 12 years. So I think that would be nice for
Yeah.
me.
It would be
Um,
nice for me.
he wants to be alone. So he told me
Yeah,
not
it's
to,
been a while.
says not to talk to him or text him unless he reaches
None of
out.
that.
So
Unless I reach out for things that I can't find.
careful what you wish for.
Girl, don't tempt me with a good time
I always tell
now.
you I'm tempting you.
Okay. um, yeah. I want to go see Final Destination 18.
It looks dumb.
I just want to see that movie. It's really, really good. But you know how people be like, "Oh, I don't drive behind big trucks with
I
long."
don't. I try to stay away from semis and big trucks. Period. So
I actually drive behind them. I'm be thinking,
that movie. Listen, that movie scarred an entire generation.
you know,
Um,
not me. I just felt like if it happened, at least you go out in a bang. You just you
okay.
didn't just go out like,
But this Final Destination is different from the rest of them.
yeah.
It's
It may be a little.
that's why I don't really care to watch it. But I think it's dealing with like a family tie, like something that
Yeah,
happened.
it's like bloodline,
Bloodline, yeah, something that
a
their
curse.
grandmother or their great grandmother did
Yeah,
years ago, and it's now catching up to them. So
yeah. You know what? Do they have a Bussies down in Florida? You can get you a Bussy shirt.
Bucky's.
Same thing. Bussy
I
Bucky.
don't know. I don't know if there's one in Florida. I don't know if it's like within like if it's close.
Yeah.
Um, I have a Bucky's.
But you can get one that says Florida on the back.
True.
Yeah.
I could probably get if I see
You
one,
know
I'll
what? I
probably
haven't
get you one.
seen my jersey.
It's hanging up in the closet.
It is?
Yeah.
I like
I meant
that.
to ask you the other day when do you plan on wearing this?
I don't know what to wear with it. I really don't know what to wear with it.
White t-shirt underneath and some black pants or some shorts. Some black shorts would be cute with that
No, I'm
because it's red and
past.
white.
I look like American flag.
How would you
So
look like an
American.
American flag? It's just red and
So
white
American of me to
with
want to wear that.
some black shirts, black
I
shorts.
wear it for the 4th of July.
What
It'll
are we
be
doing for the fourth? Anyways?
I'm going home. I already told you this. I told you we were going home on the 4th of July. And that'll be the.
Are you sure you said that?
Yes, Morgan. I said the next time we're going to. Because, you know, my car keep doing that weird shit every time we come to, like, the city
With the
limit.
tires?
Yeah. The second
I
time.
think it's just a coincidence. I think it's
No.
because I think it does it when you do long distance, like when we drive somewhere and we're coming, and we're. I think it's because of that. I don't think
No.
it's because we're just going to
I thought
Alabama.
it's weird. If it does it again in the same exact place, then it's weird. It's very weird.
So it keeps popping up in the same.
Same place, the same mile marker.
Mm.
It's just so fucking weird.
You say so? I just think it's because you're
No,
driving into Alabama.
if it happens on the 4th of July weekend in the same exact spot, the same exact mile mark, then Volkswagen is fucking with me. They are fucking with a bitch.
The entire company of Volkswagen is fucking with Miles.
They're fucking with Volkswagen drivers because.
Oh, Volkswagen drivers. Okay, I thought they're just okay. I was about to say. I thought you were saying that they're targeting you.
Like, with the, I wish Apple ecosystem would work in the damn car because I believe it's my phone not communicating, or it could be Xfinity message shit up. But I have to connect my phone all the time, and that is not giving.
Well, my last car used to do that. I don't think it's just Volkswagen. I used to have a lot of trouble with. It's the Apple Play. It's just like they're still figuring it out.
Apple need to figure the shit out because you know what else they figuring out? The HomePods connecting to the Apple TV, connecting to the door.
They just care about putting out new products every year, and they're not actually.
Those phones are ugly.
Mm-hmm. They don't care about the actual functionality of these devices. They just care about getting a new phone out
camera.
every year.
This is what did he always say? This is innovative.
Yeah.
This is the future. Every year, it can't be innovative. The future.
If it's the future, the future should work. You know,
the AI shit don't even work on your phone.
Well, the AI is not AI. Well, it is AI, but they integrated with ChatGPT.
So like,
which is dumb. It's like if you're gonna create an AI and say that these phones are.
They actually, I think, what's the word? Allegedly.
You have to say allegedly because you don't want to get your stuff caught up in some shit.
In a lawsuit with the AI thingy because it's not true AI.
It's
allegedly.
Not. I mean, it's still AI, but like if you're going to advertise, AI integration with your phone, you should have your own AI and not integrated with ChatGPT. That kind of started. I don't know if they started the whole AI thing, but
you know what? I wish I could talk to the AI and they give me like legit answers because sometimes at 2:00 in the morning when I wake up, I be in some deep dark thoughts and I'll answer it.
Talking about AI, Grok off of you don't have Twitter, but Grok, the AI off of Twitter, some Republicans are upset because of some of the answers that they're getting. In regards to what they're asking, it doesn't sit well with them.
You know what? I feel like with some Republicans, because I do have like some Republicans that I agree with sometimes, like Candace Owens.
Candace?
I like Candace.
Candace?
Sometimes I agree with her.
Sometimes, but Candace is just very like, I don't know. She gives. I want to just say that she gives that. I just like to say that I'm black, but I align myself with all these Republican beliefs and all this type of stuff. I just think she just likes the fact that she can say that she is an African American woman, but I don't think she thinks she's an African.
She's like that girl American woman. I don't like being around those Negroes. Remember her with the spaced out teeth?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's Candace Owens right there.
I don't know. It's just something doesn't sit well with me and Candace, but hey,
sometimes I mean, like, I do agree with that, but it just came out of your mouth.
It came out of your mouth, and that's the problem. I think that's what it is. It's just like, there is things that I do agree that she does say, but because you said it, now that makes me feel like, should I agree with this because it's Candace?
I feel like sometimes when people talk about politics and the Republicans, and then you have I kind of separate them from MAGA because MAGA is a whole different cult.
Yeah. I mean, some Republicans, they don't necessarily go along with because they're just because they're Republicans doesn't make them like somebody that's a part of the MAGA.
And then a lot of them like that. Well, back in the day, Democrats used to be in the Klans. I was like, this whole country is filled with history and hate. out, and it's still filled with history and hate. But I will say that I like seeing the hate in my face versus someone hating me from the behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm.
I like seeing it so I can know how to maneuver. Because back home, um, like a lot of people that I went to high school with, in the boonies, I'm like, ugh. So let me go ahead and unfollow you. But it is what it is. To each his own.
It's just like this dummy I used to work with. When Trump got elected, she was like, "I'm happy he got elected." Black woman, I'm happy he got elected. I'm happy he got elected. I hope she's regretting what the fuck she said now. But it's just you're black, and then I'm not saying that you necessarily have to be a Democrat because you're black. I mean, you can be a Republican, but
Yeah.
you shouldn't be siding with the dummy that doesn't like you, and that's not for you.
Like, I know when I was younger and I was talking to my mom, and that was around the time that Nicki had put a verse in something with Mitt Romney.
Mitt Romney.
Yeah, whatever that is. And my mom was like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, if we lived in a different tax bracket, I think we wouldn't vote Democrat either, because if we had a business, there's all of those cuts. I mean, I do see what people are talking about, and then we're living it right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, like, it is what it is. At the end of the day, tomorrow's not even promised. And I know that for me and my beliefs, I believe that we are already living in hell right now.
I think we're in a different dimension, honestly. This can't be the same. This can't be the same America that our parents grew up in. I mean, granted, there was not granted, but
I believe this is the same America.
I mean,
just had
there was racism and all that, but I just don't think there's all this stuff, all this bullshit that's happening. It's just it's not real. It can't be real.
I mean, yeah and no. I feel like the higher power, God, Yeshua. Did I say it right?
I'm not sure. I think so.
I think that's Jesus' name. The Hebrew name for Jesus.
Either that or we're living. We're in a simulation. A lot of people think we're living in a simulation. If we are, I wouldn't be surprised.
Honestly, what I believe in, I've been believing in for a very, very long time. My family don't agree with my thought process and a lot of things. I already told you. I feel like
what specifically are we talking about here? I mean, I'm sure you did tell me, but I don't know exactly what we're talking about right now.
I feel like right now, I'm not saying that we reincarnate. I believe once we die, I believe that, you know how people say, oh, your life flashes before your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like until you figure it out, you reincarnate to another body. And then like the book that you did not finish. Did you finish the book?
No, I did. I didn't finish it, but I did start listening to it. I'm on chapter, because I think when we listened to it together, we were on chapter 3. I made it to chapter 6, and then I just never got a chance to go back. But I did start listening to it, so okay. I did.
It's been
I understand that, Miles, but yes, I have been having. I've been home, yes, but I've had a lot of stuff going on. Okay, but I haven't been the time that I listened to it. I sat there, I was doing stuff, I let it play, I was listening to it, but I did start listening to it, okay?
What, I think her name is Louise Hayes. The book is How to Heal My Life.
You don't even know what the name of the title of the book is. I can't remember what it is.
It is How to Live,
it's something, I don't think it's exactly that, but it's to that effect.
Yes, it is. It says, you can heal your life. I didn't say that, but her name is Louise Hayes.
But I told you it's to that effect. It's not exactly that.
There's a couple of things that she said in the book. It's a really good book. But she said that, we chose our race as a spirit or Spirit chose our race, our mom and dad, and chose our life this time.
I did get to
And
that part, I think.
I 100% agree with that because I've been saying that shit for years.
I feel like we reincarnate. I do believe in reincarnation. I do believe in that. Now, how the reincarnation happens, I don't know. I don't know exactly how that would happen. Like, if you were to reincarnate, like, what if you reincarnate as a white person, or you reincarnate as a dog? But
I rather reincarnate into like an atom or something like that.
a what? An atom?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is in a cell type
Yep.
thing?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
So, and then just, just live a different life. I don't believe atoms pay bills. And it's just so tiny and so small.
But you wouldn't realize that you're an atom.
I'm perfectly fine with that. And probably live forever. I'm
You know,
cool with that. I am so cool with that.
You're funny.
Wow, you said I'm funny?
I didn't say funny. I didn't say funny
Wow.
looking. But if I reincarnate, just reincarnate me as a
What if you
rich, successful man.
What if you reincarnated, right? And the world is filled with dicks, and you reincarnated into someone's left nut.
Those aren't things to be reincarnated as, like someone's left nut.
Yeah. And then it's a right nut.
You wouldn't know. You would just be there.
Yeah.
That's not real. I don't think that's real.
And what if the person have a shrimp and every time he pees, like he peed on himself? But you knew that you got peed on. I'm like, oh, I hate my life.
You know what this sounds like right now? Hits blunt. You know when they say hits blunt and then you think about these dumb things?
No.
Yes.
I think about this all the time.
Why?
I think about dumb things. I feel like that's like, men aren't the smartest people in the world. I believe that all men have these stupid thoughts. And some men...
Everybody has stupid thoughts, and some of those thoughts need to stay in there.
Like one monkey versus 100 men. That thought should have stayed.
How did that even come about? I don't even know.
The young people?
I don't understand why straight men
like, bro,
would think that because it's larger in numbers that you can beat a gorilla that can lift up to 1,000 pounds. Like, before you're even able to get to that gorilla, he would have like...
My thing is, the gorilla would use your arms and legs as a weapon.
He would pick up one human being and use that as a weapon.
He can hold his body up.
He can hold more than his body weight.
With one leg and grab 3 people at a time.
Mm-hmm. And he'll take one human and he'll use that to beat another human. So,
like, it's just... you have to think about it,
straight
Morgan.
men aren't the brightest.
Exactly, because we have one in the White House right now. Not the brightest.
Well, I don't think he really has much of a brain. I mean, the man is good with money.
Shit.
I mean, well, you remember he got a small loan of $1 million. So from his father.
I wish I had a small loan.
Because he knows what to do with the money. He just doesn't know how to execute it. Like he had all these businesses, failed businesses that, he had the liquor. He had Trump Tower.
He had the sneakers. Oh, he got a Bible too?
He had a Bible. I forgot about that. There was a Bible.
The trading cards. The cologne.
Yeah, the cologne. That was trash.
When I was younger, my mom gave me a gift. I had some cufflinks, and it was Trump cufflinks when Trump was cool.
I like Trump when he was... Back in the day when he was on The Apprentice.
He gave me Paris Hilton vibes heavily.
He just, I don't know. It's just, like I said, he has the right ideas. He just doesn't know how to execute them and keep them within, keep them running? Is it something he just likes to start these businesses and then they go under? They just tank.
He just like to start the business and grab them by the pussies. He's at a
I remember when he was walking around saying that. I think during his last election, he was doing that.
Yeah.
Grab him by the pussy. And then.
But that's a Christian man for you.
I don't know. And then, anyways, but then we got these teenagers doing dumb pranks that's causing them to unalive themselves.
Their mother should have swallowed them.
Oh my God. There was a group of teenagers that was playing Ding Dong Ditch at 3 a.m. in the morning.
First of all, I wouldn't have heard anything. Because you remember that time James and Amber came to visit? And I told her, oh yeah, I sleep so light, I keep my phone on loud.
Mm-mm.
And
when they came here?
Mm-hmm, and stayed with us, they went out. And you had to get something to eat, and that's the only reason.
Oh, no, I woke up. Like, I think I had woken up. But, yeah, you didn't. But, yeah, they were playing Ding Dong Ditch at 3 a.m. in the morning. And then this homeowner, not even an old homeowner, he was like 28, came out and started. He thought it was a burglary going on. And he came out and just started firing. Ended up killing these teenagers. And then there was another
excuse me.
Another kid.
Just burped.
There's another kid that was playing a prank and was pretending like he was about to unalive himself. He was standing on a chair. He had the rope around his neck, and he ended up slipping off of the chair and actually unaliving himself.
I'm gonna just keep my comments.
These kids just don't have anything.
I feel like if you play a stupid game,
you ask stupid questions, you get stupid answers.
No,
it's the same thing, the same concept. You do something stupid like that, it's just.
I mean, what did you expect?
I mean, why did you actually tie the rope around something and then actually get on top of a chair? If that was the case, like, do it in a way where you can't hurt yourself. I don't know. These parents, they must have young parents. Allowed, some of these kids just, I don't know.
Shut up, Mom.
I don't know if it was a black or white kid. Honestly, I didn't look that far into it. I just heard about it.
Just saw it.
And then a Ding Dong Ditch. I don't know if there was a group of, but it was right before prom. It was literally the night before prom. They were, I guess it was something they were doing to.
It's like every year, like back home, it's one person that dies.
Like prom night?
Not prom night, but like the end of the school year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. My mom didn't allow me to go out after prom because back home, there's always some type of fatality prom night because, the kids are drinking, they're driving. And she just had a bad feeling about me going out after prom. She was like, no, I couldn't go to like any after parties. I had to come straight home after prom.
Couldn't go anywhere because around that time I came out and had a boyfriend and my mom and them knew. Mm. And my mom dropped me off and picked me up. And I was like...
Same. No, she didn't drop me off.
She dropped me off and picked me up.
She didn't, for one, they didn't let me drive that night. They didn't want me to drive. So my mom, she didn't tell me, but she had gotten me a limo to drop me off. But the limo wasn't coming to pick me back up. So she picked me up. She just, for some reason, just did not want me to drive that night at all.
I really wanted to...
To what? Really? You can do that? You could do that anytime.
No, what do you mean? Where did your head go?
What did you talk? You didn't want. You didn't want to say it.
Wanted to have fun with friends.
So why did That's not you. You
don't tell me what I was thinking.
So why didn't you just say that?
What do you mean?
You were like, I just really wanted to.
I was thinking.
And then you smiled, and it was like that awkward smile.
I really wanted to lose my V card that day.
Like I just said. So you hadn't lost your V card that V card yet?
No. I lost it to a stranger.
A stranger?
Yeah, I met on that app.
Okay, moving on. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, I had fun prom night. I just didn't get to do anything after prom.
Oh,
I had to go home and after prom and be a lame-o. So
your mom saved you.
I when I look back, that's the way I see it now. I didn't see it then, because you never know, something could have happened that night. And like I said, we have a lot of fatalities prom night. I won't say a lot, but usually every year somebody dies,
Yeah.
and it's usually a car accident. It's not like a freak accident or anything. It's usually because they're driving and they're drunk, or somebody else was driving and drunk, and then they got into an accident. And it was always weird because the person that's drunk and driving is the one that usually.
You know why? Because when sober people are in car accidents, when we all do it, we tense up our muscles. So if you just relax, which is very hard, 9 out of 10 you'll survive. If you tense up, you stiff. But when you relax, it's like when you fall, when you tense up and you just snap bones. If not, you just relax.
I never heard that type of. I never heard like that, like somebody explain it that way.
Look it up. I saw a video years ago.
But yeah, I didn't. Like I said, I today, as me being 33 and older, I could see and I can appreciate my mom not letting me go out after prom.
Yeah. I mean, I lived a very safe life.
Did you?
Oh. Yeah, I didn't really do a lot of things.
I was home a lot. I didn't really go. I mean, like growing up in the Virgin Islands is dangerous. I won't say it's dangerous, but like there's it's just like here, random shit could happen, and
not as random as here in Atlanta.
I wouldn't say not as random as here in Atlanta, but random stuff does happen, and you go out to have a good time, and then there's just like a shooting, and I mean, there's always something happening like in the clubs out there, just random person just want to shoot, and for a very small island. There's only 84 square miles. 84 square miles. You can drive from one end of the island to the other end of the island in like 30 minutes. For a very small, secluded area, there's a lot of crime. You wouldn't think that there's so much crime there, but there is. There's a lot of murder and all that.
Oh, and the murders are like horror movie style sometimes. Did you remember your old friend?
His dad?
Yeah, and I thought he was lying.
No, it was true. My mom looked into it. She found out. She said it was true. Because, I mean, the nigga used to make up things, okay? He used to just make up stories just for attention.
And you know what, me? I used to add that shit on. I knew he was lying. I was just there for the ride, guys.
I used to do it, too. I would just sit there and I would listen to it. I'd be like, oh, really? Yeah? And it's just, because it's just like, it's entertaining to see a dummy do their little act.
And the crazy thing is, everyone in the room knew it. That he was
and they just wouldn't say anything. They just go along with it. I was like, we'll go along with your stupid stories and listen to you, because you clearly have no sense of reality.
No, that's the Delulu King. I talk about myself being Delulu, but that one right there, baby.
But they say Delulu is the Sululu.
Whew.
And this definitely was the Sululu for him.
Yes.
He just, I don't know, I guess his life was just so uneventful that he had to make these things up.
Yeah.
And
he was in a relationship with his brother in his head.
I mean,
that was weird.
It was weird, but his brother is fine, but
cousin from by Kanye.
He just, I think that boy was in love with his brother.
He was,
and I think he had some either some animosity towards him, because I guess he was like living the life that he wanted, and because he's pretty, and he is pretty,
Gorgeous, man.
gorgeous, light skin, beautiful hair. Um, I guess that's what he wants, and that's why I don't know. Is either he was in love with him, or he was just very jealous of his brother's life.
I think
I
it
feel
was both.
it was both.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. Just being in a room.
Listen, if he got the opportunity,
Oh,
if
100%.
the opportunity ever
100%. Hands
came up,
down.
he would definitely take it without no hesitation.
Right.
So
Just a weirdo.
it's just,
You and your friends.
he was a friend. He was from back home, and he needed somewhere to stay. And I said, okay, cool, we could be roommates. I didn't really know him that well. I just know he was from back home.
A
And
stranger.
he was a stranger, but he was from back
Stranger
home, and we
danger.
shared that one thing in common is that we was from back home, and we became close and became friends
Oh,
because of that.
I remember that time where, was it COVID? I think it was COVID. I was, we, I was home.
Hmm.
You were at work, and I was playing a game, and it was Pride weekend, and they were like talking about someone, and you know me, high as a kite, playing the game. They were all laughing. They were like, they made this remark, and it didn't sit well with me. So I got quiet. I left, whatever, because I know how I would react. And then later on, like I meant to bring this up on last episode,
Hmm.
because back in the day, you were like, "Oh, I'm looking for friends. I want friends." This, that, and the third. So I was like, "Hey," I spoke to you. I was like, "Hey," and my mouth used to be like 10 times worse. I feel like I was like, "Hey, I don't think you should go out with them tonight." And
Hmm.
you were like, "Oh, you're just mad," or something like that. That I have friends, and I kind of snapped on you. And I was like, friends don't talk shit about you and say these things.
I don't think I said it like that.
That's all
I
right.
may have said it in something like that, but I
I
don't
don't
think I
remember
said,
the whole story, but it
yeah.
was similar to that. And I was like at that moment, I was like, why would he do this?
Hmm.
Like, if he's talking mad shit about you to his friends, what is this dude saying about me?
Hmm.
Remember that time I wanted to kick his teeth in when he made me do that photo shoot?
Yeah, he made you do the photo shoot, said that you were gonna get paid and all this type of stuff, and then
I
never got paid, never got
am with
anything
a
from it.
person like that. So, with me being as evil as I am, I know how to piss people off because I'm around you guys. I know how to piss everyone off. I knew his weakness, and it was silence. I didn't speak to that man at all.
He
I
hated
didn't.
that because there was a point where I wasn't right before we like moved out.
Hmm.
I wouldn't talk to him, and that seemed to have bothered him a lot that I had
Yeah.
stopped speaking to him.
Sometimes silence is the key. Sometimes silence will hurt
He wanted to
people.
know, oh, what's wrong with Morgan? Why he's not talking to me and all this type of stuff. And I'm just like, because that's the reason why I stopped talking to him is because you told me what he
Yeah.
had doing. And the thing is, I think I kind of knew that he was like, I didn't. I know his friends would talk about me, but I didn't think that he was like
He
actually
was he
like
was
getting
egging
into it. I didn't know he
egging it
was egging
on.
it on and stuff like that.
Like at first I didn't know, like until like if I didn't ask. I was like, who are y'all talking? Like literally.
So
Who's
they
this?
never actually said who they were talking about.
No, like at first they were just, oh, the guy with the mouth. I was like, who's the guy with the mouth? And they were like, what's his name?
Mm.
Say your name. And I just walked away. I turned the game off, took my controllers.
I just don't understand like why like would you be so stupid to talk about me in front of you,
I don't know.
knowing that
We
at
sleep
some
in the
point
same
you sleep in the
bed.
same bed. At some point he's gonna figure out that hey, you're talking about me because it's like the things that you're saying and stuff like that. So I was
Because I
like,
know, like, you know, some of the topics and stuff, it was like some of your things that you were insecure about. And I just didn't like that because yes, I do want you to have friends. I always wanted you to have friends, but I don't like that bully mean girl mentality.
And that goes back to what we talked about last episode. You know, making friends as an adult is trash.
Yeah.
It's trash. I mean, you have people that you think that you could be yourself with, or being able to open up and be and confide in them, but then they turn around and they take those same stuff that you confided in them, as you know, and use that against you, or
Yeah.
like use it as, and you know, I mean, when you told me that, is like I said, I broke it off. I just stopped speaking to him. He didn't like that at all,
Mm-mm.
and he became real. What's the word?
Antsy.
Mm-hmm. But we ended up, you know, leaving and, you know, not being roommates. But I think he was leaving anyways. He was moving to where, DC.
You're saying a lot of. They're gonna put this together.
Who cares?
Okay.
It doesn't really matter. I don't care if he.
I'll blot that out.
But we ended up, you know, parting ways anyways.
Good riddance.
And then
I do still laugh at some of the stuff he put on the internet. I actually made him a sticker on my phone.
I think you told me that. I think you were high as shit when you told me that.
No, I was at work when I made that sticker.
No, but I'm saying that you told me that you were high as shit when you told me you did that. Because when he you made the sticker of that costume.
You look like that bottle. No, I was at work.
No, I'm not saying you did it when you were high. I said you told me when we were high as shit.
Yes, that was so fucking funny. I sent it to David. I always send that shit to people. It's so fucking funny. It's funny. You know what's even funnier? So Brie was like, "Oh, you look so cute today," and I was like, "Oh, thank you." She was like, "Let me take a picture of you." This Summer Walker, and she took a picture. Did you see it?
No, you didn't show it to me.
Oh,
no.
I gotta show you.
Did you post it?
Yes, you don't be looking.
I look at your stories, but I usually I don't really get on social media during the day. I probably would. I usually see your stuff like at the end of the day, because that's when I get on Instagram.
So yeah, we also watched. Changing the subject. Watched this season of Last of Us. How are we feeling about this?
I mean, I think the season's going pretty well. I just don't. I hate the fact that they killed.
Oh my god, Morgan! Spoilers.
Sorry. Anyways,
someone died.
They killed somebody in the beginning. What was it? Episode 2.
Yeah.
That really
wasn't one. It was 2.
It was 2.
Episode 2 was so boring.
No, it wasn't.
I didn't like it. I liked the
episode 3 was boring.
Yeah.
Was it 3? Yeah, 3 because we're on 4 right now. Episode 3 was boring. That was a filler episode. There wasn't really much going on in there. But
we love filler episodes.
So far, it's been pretty good. I mean, it's I guess becoming more developed.
Yeah. I mean, it's based off a video game.
Right.
I try playing it. It's just not. I'm not that type of girl that can just do story-based games.
But most of the games you play are story-based.
No,
games.
they're open world. I get to run around and do what I want.
RPG. You like RPG games?
It's called open world.
I thought it was like role-playing games. Isn't that like basically the same thing?
No, it's different. It's separate categories.
So what categorizes as open world?
Genshin is open world.
No, what I'm saying is like what is like the meaning of open world versus like RPG, because isn't Genshin still like a role playing game?
I don't think so. It's not a role playing game. Open world is when it's no boundaries of where I can go. Like I can go to another place.
Oh, so whatever. RPG would be like Skyrim and like that type of stuff.
Which Skyrim kinda is like open world too, but it's like Diablo.
What's that one game that you cannot? Every time you try it, you just cannot.
You know what? After that, I knew not to listen to Abby no more and pick a fucking game.
What game was it? I can't remember the name of it.
Elder Scrolls.
Oh yeah, Elder Scrolls. Yeah.
Abby told me, "Oh, you don't fight this one person. You run around him. You come back to fight this.
Abby is a different. He's a different gamer. I don't.
I was like, yo, I spent my money on this,
Mhm.
and I can't get no refund.
The fact that I think he's just a different gamer because the fact that you cannot.
I don't like it. I don't like the
You
controls.
don't like it, and you
And I
can't get past the specific part.
If I can change the controls, and you know what, I don't even think I can be on easy. So I can't change the controls. It's a survival game, so if you die, you get no thank you. I will take my Genshin and the other game that's similar to Genshin that I don't really play, and yeah, I'll take that over Elder Scroll any day. And then I bought another game.
It's not Elder Scroll. It's Elder Ring.
No, it's Elder Scroll.
I think it's Elder Ring.
Elder Ring is Skyrim.
You sure?
We finna look it up.
I think it was Elder Ring.
It's Elder Ring.
Because it came to me, it just like kind of clicked after you kept saying Elder Scrolls. Like that doesn't sound right in my head. I kept saying it doesn't sound right.
I don't like that game.
I know you don't like the game.
I don't like it at all. I tried.
How much did you spend on that game?
$50, and it's just going to sit there. Bought another game similar to it. Do not like it.
Which
don't
one?
play it. It's a survival game too. At least I got past the first boss, but the second boss,
What game was that?
I don't know. Something.
You played Diablo? You have Diablo.
I love Diablo.
You haven't played that in a while. Yeah.
Well, I'm not trying to get the other, the little battle pass thing game.
And that one game that we tried to play together, thought I was high as shit. And Miles got irritated with me because I couldn't get past a certain part. I was high. I can't play that game when I'm high.
We can try it again.
We've been meaning to try it again. What was the name of it?
It Takes Two.
Yeah. I've seen a couple things I've seen about it. I see couples getting into arguments and just because of that game. But
because that's a hard one. All right. Anything else? Hopefully you guys enjoy.
We're going to Jazz Fest in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
It should be fun.
I want to get a couple of my friends together and we're going to drink gluten-free beer so we don't get fat. I mean, my stomach is out there right now because of the Starbucks, but whatever. I went to Starbucks today. Me and Bree walked.
You go to Starbucks every day. It seems like.
I walked.
Why did you go to Starbucks? You could have taken your lunch.
I wasn't hungry. I just got something to drink.
Oh, okay.
I just needed.
I was about to say.
The medicine, the sinus medicine, it makes me drowsy. So so you have something.
What, the Mucinex?
Yes. Something negative, and then you get something with caffeine in them, positive, and then I feel like the positive take over the negative because I feel better. Then my stomach hurt later. So it's just.
You got something with caffeine?
Chai latte.
No, there's no caffeine in that.
Yeah, chai has. From Starbucks.
Shouldn't. Chai.
My stomach.
Well, if it's. I don't know. I never thought chai lattes had caffeine.
I think it has caffeine in there. There's something else I wanted to talk about. The Tyrones. The Tyrones? The Tyrones.
What, Miles?
The Tyrones.
The Tyrones?
The Tyrones.
What is that?
The things that Trump is putting in.
Tariffs?
That's what I said.
What? You said you didn't want to talk about the tariffs. What about the tariffs you want to talk about?
That it's not on iPhones no more.
It's not? You sure?
Not electronics.
How so? Oh, it's not on electronics.
I mean, like,
but isn't the huh? But I mean, are they going to start making it in America because it's being made in China currently?
If it's made in America, it's not going to work.
If it's made, anything that's made in America should be there's not going to be any tariffs on it. But like,
we don't even have.
But where are they currently making the iPhones? China, correct?
China, yeah.
Right. So how are we gonna get around the tariffs on that?
I don't know. That's what they said.
Anyways, I mean,
The time.
the Asian people are getting on TikTok and telling you how to get these things, how to get these designer stuff for cheaper.
Just
I mean, they're telling you
imagine.
what warehouse to go to.
Just imagine, you found your sugar daddy, right? You want your Birkin bag. You got on your knees for a Birkin bag.
And this man goes to the warehouse and gets you
That Birkin
that
bag.
Birkin bag, but it doesn't say Birkin or whatever.
No, it says Birkin. You think it's a real Birkin.
But it is.
It is.
Technically.
Technically, yes.
Because all you're paying for is the name.
I feel like I, as a consumer, don't really care about Louis Vuitton.
Well, yeah, that's what they're saying. Like with these, if you don't care about the label, and you just care about the quality, then this is where you should go to get them. But most people, they don't care about the quality. They care about the name. They care about the label.
And I feel like going back into dimensions, going back to that topic.
We're all over the place.
I understand, but I believe that we have tapped out of the celebrity worshiping, and we are awake, and we're seeing.
We're woke now, so.
I hate when politics just take a word
and run with it.
What was it before woke? It was something. It's always something.
Something. I don't know.
Every year.
What were we saying about the celebrities and tapping into?
I feel like we are awake.
Okay.
From the haze that, some people worship these celebrities. I know people who love Kim K and don't see any wrong. I know people from the highs into the lows. I did watch the Kardashians when I was younger, and I may sound like them sometimes.
I mean, you could say that about. I don't want them to come after me, but you could say that about Beyoncé as well. I mean, people just worship her and just think she can't do any wrong. I'm not saying that that's not true. But
we love Mother.
We do love Mother. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Mother, but it's what they say: what's done in the dark will come to light. I think at some point,
Beyoncé is pure. She is the one, and that is Mother. We praise and worship her.
They're trying to say that a lot of people are trying to say that her and Beyoncé are into some things like Diddy, but I don't want to believe that. So we're not gonna.
Who's Diddy? Who's that girl? I never heard of her.
But they're trying to say that they were in that world as well. But I doubt it. I mean, Jay-Z maybe.
I don't believe it.
But Beyonce, nah. No. That woman tries to stay out of the media.
She's so positive.
So much. So it's just like for her to do something, or to even people to even think that she did something like that. Oprah has always been. She's a shady little.
Oprah don't have. She has black eyes. I watched the whole video.
She's always.
That's why she sent Gail into space.
Them motherfuckers did not go to space, and that whole landing was just preposterous. That was just a dumb landing.
Do you see this flower right here? This is Daisy. My daughter's name is Daisy. Daisy couldn't be here right now. But I brought this.
Did you see when they did the landing and they were like, with Katy Perry? And they was like, can we send her back? Who said that? I think it was Wendy's? Somebody said that.
Shit.
It was like, can we send her back? Wendy's is a shady little. Whoever runs that platform, they better be getting paid a lot, because that Wendy's platform is shady. Yeah. But that whole space thing, I don't even know, because and then there was a picture had surfaced of them when they took a picture where there was like a black hand in the window part of it. It looked fake, and then the the suits that they had on, it was very baggy. But if you looked at everybody that was in there, all their suits were like tight and fitting to their body. So they just like took pictures so they could look like.
Listen, Linda. Listen. Everything that the media gives us is fake.
Oh yeah.
Nothing is real, guys. Nothing. Don't believe everything you see.
But you know, they do a lot of, the media is doing a lot of fear mongering, and even with the whole plane crashing stuff like that, even that wasn't with the planes going down. Planes crash, yes. But the amount of planes that were going down, and they keep saying like they didn't want people to travel. They didn't want people to go places. You know, black people love to travel, and it seemed like Trump didn't want anybody to travel. So they started doing this fear mongering thing where it would cause people to not.
Some black people that didn't travel.
That didn't travel because of it. So it's just like, you know, they didn't want people to go places and stuff like that. So they was trying to make people scared of traveling and getting on planes. And I noticed since moving to the mainland, a lot of people haven't gotten on planes. They've never gotten on a plane in their life.
My aunt didn't. The first time going on a plane, I think they went to Hawaii. That was the first time.
But it's just like, you know,
we like road trips.
You see, right, and that's what I realized. You know, people in the mainland, that's, you know, they do a lot of road trips. You can go anywhere by just driving. You
can't do road trips a lot.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, people who are from the Caribbean, you can't do that. If you wanted to go anywhere, you had to get on a plane. So we're used to that type of stuff. Yeah. And I was literally just talking to a guy about that today. Down the maintenance guy. He told me he's never been on a plane. Even like he told me his family was from St. Thomas, and he was like, I've never been on a plane. I want to go. I want to go really badly. He was like, I want to visit, but I've never been on a plane, and I'm scared to do that. I said, there's nothing to be scared about. There's nothing to be, just do it. And if you get scared, just take you a little.
Scariest shit ever when I flew to California to go get that thing.
What? Oh, you were scared when you went on the plane?
I threw up. I was throwing up. Like when, because we had a layover.
Was that your first time? That wasn't your first time on a plane, right?
Yes.
It was?
I like taking trains.
That was your first time on a plane?
Yes, that was my very, very first time on a plane. I didn't enjoy
it. The first time you flew was without me. I thought.
No, I took the train. When I went to DC, I took the train. It took 3 fucking business days.
I didn't think that was your first time. I thought you said. So when you went to Philadelphia, you drove? You drove?
We like doing road trips.
I thought you told me you flew when y'all went to Philly.
I never been to Philly.
Well, wherever. It was somewhere. Pittsburgh.
We drove to Pittsburgh.
I thought you said you had flew to Pittsburgh.
No.
Has your mom ever been on a plane?
My mom has.
Well, now she has, because she went to Hawaii before that.
She was working with people.
Okay.
Yeah, they flew everywhere.
They flew everywhere.
She got flued out.
I'm just now starting to realize that a lot of Americans, a lot of people who live on the mainland, don't get on planes.
No, we like road trips and taking pictures.
I hate road trips. I would quicker get onto a plane than drive. Just like when me going to Florida, I was gonna drive, but you didn't want me to drive. But I would hate. And it's 10 hours. A couple hours, yes. I drove to Florida once. I can
see you now. I'm parked in a parking space, knocked out.
Miles,
with your car running and doors open.
Listen, that day I was really. I sat. He's talking about. He came home one day and I was parked. I parked outside the apartment, and I was just sitting there. It was not my intention to fall asleep. I was just sitting there, and I fell asleep. And he pulled up, and it wasn't that much longer after I fell asleep because I wasn't there very long. He pulled up, and my music was blasting, and I was just asleep in my car, and he was like, he thought I was dead.
I pulled up. I was like, Mom. I was on the phone with my mom, and I was like, Morgan dead in this car. I think, and then I was like, Mom, let me call you back. I'm gonna record it because my mom didn't believe me. It's a video of you. I thought you were dead.
Why would you think I was dead?
People was like, let that man sleep.
I was asleep. I was tired. I pulled up, and usually, when I pull up to the house, I don't come up right away because I just dread having to walk up those 3 flights of stairs.
3 flights is only 2. Gwen.
2 flights of stairs.
She counted them. So,
2 flights of stairs. I just dread having to walk up those stairs, so I sit in my car for a little while.
I feel like when you count stairs, you're just.
How many steps
She
is it?
said it was. I think the bottom one is like 12, and then this one on the second level is like 11 or something.
Both of our moms hate the fact that we're up on the 3rd floor because they have trouble walking up the stairs.
Yeah.
So I think
who do you think will win?
I told you. I think it's your mom. I think she's a little bit faster than my mom.
Oh.
A little bit. Even with her bad knee. I think she's a little bit faster than my mom. My mom does one at a time. Both feet has to be on
I remember
each step.
when we had to go to the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
I would just take the other stairs. She was just walking.
But she would always say go before her.
Sometimes she'll leave out of the house.
So she can make it before.
Oh my God. It was one day when you were in the hospital, and she was like, I'm not going to take my laptop. I was like, okay, are you sure? She was like, yeah. Get in the car. Oh, I'm going to actually, do you mind going to get, I was like, I asked this woman.
Maybe she realized at last minute that she really does need the laptop. I don't see why she wouldn't come without the laptop because she needs something to do. She just sits there and I'm sleeping most of the time.
And I was like, I asked this woman, right? I was like, are you sure? Because I knew I didn't want to walk back up these stairs.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, oh, if you don't mind. And it was one morning I had to go to work.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And I was like, I asked her. And I was like, this is Morgan's mom.
But guess what? Would do. But guess what? You can't get mad at my mom. You love my mom too much. I don't think you can get mad at my mom. I think you did it willingly.
I was like,
were you upset?
When I went up the stairs, I rolled my eyes because that's what I do. I was like, I asked this woman, and I was talking up the stairs. I asked this woman.
Like I said, she probably realized she's not. No, that's not the reason. I mean, she is old, but I don't think I think she got into the car and she realized that there is something that she needs to do on the laptop. I think she, thought that there wasn't anything to be done. But then she realized there was, and then she was like,
you guys act just alike.
I mean, it's my mom.
Yeah.
You and your mom act alike. As much as you despise that lady, you guys are like literally the same person.
No, we're not.
Yes, you are.
No.
Literally the same person.
No.
You guys act the same. You blow up, you yell, you scream.
Remember when they were fighting over a piece of cake?
His mom and his aunt got into this heated argument over a slice of cake. His aunt, I can't remember what it is we were doing. It was some.
It's a red velvet cake.
It was a red velvet cake, but we had the night before. We had a what was it?
It was a holiday. I think it was Christmas or.
No, wasn't it Allison's graduation party?
Yeah.
Was it? It was something. Anyways, they had a red velvet cake. His aunt put the slice of cake in, and it was at his mom's house. They live on the same plot of land. They're like literally right next to each other. You can walk from one house to the other. Yeah. She put the slice of cake in his mom's fridge, and the next day she came looking for it. It was not in the refrigerator. So his aunt asked his mom, it was like, where's the slice of cake I put in the fridge? His mom said she doesn't know anything about it. She doesn't know where it went. I don't know if she ate it. I feel like she may have eaten a slice of cake. Or the cake was never in there to begin with.
I know what happened to the cake.
What happened to the cake?
My cousin was staying there. I think one of them ate it.
Which cousin was there? Oh. Was she there?
Yeah.
No, the day when they were arguing. Was she there?
No.
Okay. But
yes, because you remember I thought it was donuts and I really wanted a donut and I came back the following day to get a donut and all the donuts were gone.
No, but I mean, like, was she there when they were arguing?
I don't remember. All I know, I was
But
recording myself on Instagram.
they,
It just got...
she asked her where the cake was. His mom said she doesn't know where the cake is, and his aunt got heated, got upset, and they start yelling at each other. Like, I have never seen two grown women argue like that, especially sisters. My family doesn't do that. My family is very what's the word? They're very I can't think of the word right now. But anyways, if they have discrepancies, they keep them to themselves. But when I tell you that argument was,
It gave big bad
it,
moment.
it definitely gave big back. She was really upset about the slice of cake that she didn't
That's
get.
how I be with, like, when you used to eat some of my stuff that be in the refrigerator, and I guess
I don't do that anymore. I did that when we first started together. When we first got together, I don't eat like that anymore. Like, I really don't eat like that. When I was younger, I would eat you out of a house. I used to eat everything in sight. Miles used to get really upset when I would just like, can you leave things in the refrigerator for like maybe 1 or 2 days? I'm just like, okay, he's probably not going to eat it. But you typically don't eat things that once you put it in there, it just kind of stays there. And I was like, he's probably not gonna come. And I purposely leave it there for a while, and then I decide to eat it. But he decides to always look for it when I eat it.
It was mine.
I know it was yours.
I'd be like,
I don't do it anymore. Anyways, so I don't.
And plus, all my stuff now is like healthy.
Well, we eat same things, but that's not the reason.
Even protein bars.
The protein bars I'm not gonna eat.
Yeah,
but for the most part, we eat the same things. But I barely eat now, so
yeah.
I don't eat like I should. So you don't have to worry about me eating your stuff, unless you say like, oh, you can have this. But there's been times where you will be like, oh, you could have it, and then I eat it, and then you get upset because I
No, I say that, and then I'd be hoping that you'd be like, oh, you know what? I'm not going to eat this.
I've started to not listen to you when you say certain things. It's like,
Why
I'm not.
Children screaming.
I don't know. That's not children. That's like an animal. Listen to it.
Oh, wait, you don't hear the kids. Can y'all hear the kids? Because there's one episode, you hear a child scream.
I remember that one.
And it was loud. I didn't even hear it.
Mm. But yeah, I started to not listen to you. Like, I'm not going to be hungry later.
I'd be hangry.
And then later it comes by, I'm hungry. It's just like when I go out and I buy stuff and I get stuff to eat, and he's like, oh, you don't have to give me anything. I still get you something because I know you're going to be, your food is in there.
I know.
You should have taken it to work. I mean, there's still food in there.
No, I mean, it's still pancakes there too.
There's pancakes.
I want pancakes.
I didn't give you those because those were a little dark.
Oh.
Those the one the smoke detector went off. I left it on there. It was ready to take off, and I left it on the thing, and it just got dark. But it should still. Did you like them today? The blueberry pancakes.
I did like the blueberry pancakes. I like those.
I don't know what made me get up and want to do blueberry pancakes.
I don't know either. That's a good thing you did.
Well, I bought the fruit, and I was just like, I'm not gonna be here. I leave tomorrow, and I wanted to use it, but they're still in there. There's blueberries and there's strawberries in there. So please, can you use them?
I will surely
try to use them at least.
We got a blend. I can make smoothies in the morning, can't I?
Mm-hmm. I'll leave it out so you can use it.
Okay, I don't know what a blender is.
So I'll leave it out for you.
Okay.
But yeah, so I bought the fruit. And I was like, I'm not gonna be able to use it. I don't know if Miles is gonna use it. So I said, let me at least. Did you put the little blueberry puree on the pancakes?
No, I just thought it was syrup.
I put syrup. There was 2 things in there.
I know. I didn't. I only opened one.
You didn't open both. Why would I give? I've never given you 2 things of syrup.
I thought that it was something for.
I thought you would get curious and open it.
I'm not curious.
Why wouldn't you open it? So did you use the syrup?
I used the circle one. I was like, ooh,
was that syrup?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the other one was a blueberry
I didn't
puree.
even open that.
Yes, oh my God. I have never given you two things of syrup.
I like circles.
But what I'm saying is, I've never given you two
I
things of
know.
syrup. So then I thought that your mind would be like,
No.
why did he give me two? Let me see what's in there.
No, I didn't even check.
It would have been really good. It would have been good. It would have been. It would have tasted good with you. You could have just used that and not the syrup.
It's fine. I didn't eat lunch because I had a big breakfast.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you're gonna eat the pancakes, you can use it on that.
Yeah. Have you heard the song? It's a new artist. They said she sounded like Lana Del Rey. I listened to the song, and I was going in. She does. She's a black artist, Momo something. She sounds like Lana, but it doesn't give me Lana vibes.
Mm.
So
What the music isn't like depressing.
it's not. So I just wish the girls would quit saying that. Oh, she sounds like Lana Del
They
Rey.
love like comparing and saying that people sound like other artists and they trying to be like just like
Right.
when they said what's her name was trying to be like
Mariah,
not Mariah the one that sounds like Mariah. Ariana Grande. They remember the what was her name? Madison Beer. They were saying that she was, which she kind of does. She kind of looks like her. She kind of sounds like her. Her music was kind of the same.
I like Madison Beer.
I like her, but I'm just saying they were trying to compare her to like to
Ariana.
Ariana, saying that like she is trying to be like her.
Yeah. I'm
When
like,
she
girl,
wasn't.
in
I
your
don't think she
dreams.
was. No one can be like Ariana.
No,
I don't know what's going on with her, but I hope that she's doing well and.
we love.
We love some Ariana. I hope that whatever she's dealing with or going through, she gets through it.
It's a song on the exclusive.
Mm. You mean the extended?
Oh.
Exclusive would mean that only Miles got it.
Oh, I only got it.
The extended version.
It's the new version of Dandelion. I think it's Dandelion.
On Ariana?
Yeah, the deluxe.
The deluxe.
That's
yeah.
what I was looking for.
Deluxe album. Did you listen to Coco's album? Listen to it's a really good album. I listened to it. You don't like Coco Jones?
I do. I like Remember I was trying to figure out that song and all I could say
And I didn't know what you were talking about. That's all you I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, no.
If you had said the song that sampled Twista, I would have told you it was that one.
I didn't even know it was sampled by Twista.
You didn't know that song from Twista? Overnight Celebrity. No?
We'll listen to it later.
Okay. But the album's pretty good. Listen to it.
I know we talked about Queen Bee. I love Remy?
Mm-hmm.
She is so adorable.
No. Is it Remy?
Sir and Remy.
Sir and Remy. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remy. Yeah, she is adorable. I think they say that she's autistic.
That's fine.
Which if she is, you can see it. But she's so adorable when she gets on stage and she gets so excited.
I know, like a couple of weeks ago, like grown people were talking shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all talking
about a child? Like
talking about my niece like that. Like, how dare you?
But Manager Blue always have to put her back into her place, calm her down. Nothing gets done. Everything has to go through Blue. Okay, but I feel like she's a big sister. She's a good big sister. Blue is literally. I feel like they literally with Blue and Beyonce. Like Beyonce just literally hit copy and paste. You can see Jay in her, but she literally looks like Beyonce.
I mean, that's her
as
mom.
She gets older. Yeah, and I know, but when they were trying to spit that story that that wasn't her child and she never had a baby and she was never pregnant. I mean,
they get on my nerves.
Whoever said that, I hope you can see that you were wrong because that's clearly Beyonce's child.
Yeah, I'm just so happy to just be in the timeline with Beyonce.
And you see your other mother is pregnant again with her third child. Rihanna.
Oh.
Yeah, she's pregnant again. And she's just popping them out.
I'm happy for her.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting to be a mother. She doesn't really have to work like that.
No.
And she's a billionaire, and she just want to focus on her family.
Yeah.
And they were also saying that whole with her and ASAP was just like a business thing.
I wish miserable people who don't understand relationships, just stay in your single lane and just suffer.
I mean, I don't see it not being true because like with some celebrities they want children, but they just can't go to like a random regular person and say, let's have kids with me. So what they're saying is that they tend to find another celebrity because they also have money and they won't be with them just for the money or have a child with them just for the money. So they go to another celebrity and they just they have children. And I think like a lot of those relationships, like the celebrity relationships, I feel like a lot of them are like a business thing.
I mean, a marriage license is basically a business license. It is what it is.
J-Lo's had like 30 husbands.
And that's J-Lo.
She doesn't need the money. I don't see why she keeps marrying these people.
She's looking for love.
J-Lo's looking for a good time. She's looking for, I don't know, but I think she's been married and divorced at least 5 or 6 times now. So, but
yeah, I think we talked about everything that we wanted to talk about. I do want to let you guys know that we're now on Apple,
Spotify. Did you do Spotify? Oh no, iHeart. No, you didn't do iHeart yet.
Spotify and iHop.
iHeart.
iHeart.
We can also put it on Prime.
Yes, we're gonna put it on Prime. But you could not stream. It's a stream. You could listen to us.
Stream, yeah. We're also on the Apple. You said Apple, right? The Apple Podcast.
I don't know what I said.
We're on Apple Podcast app, iHeartRadio,
OnlyFans,
Spotify. So those are the platforms that we're on currently right now. I think we're going to probably do Prime, Amazon Prime as well. But yeah, currently and then YouTube. So YouTube, Spotify, Apple,
yeah,
and iHeartRadio.
So I will be putting this out on Sunday. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
All mothers, hope you enjoy your day. Miles doesn't like Mother's Day, but
happy Mother's Day to Nikki for sunning all of these bitches. We love you, Nikki.
And the mother of mothers, Beyonce.
I missed one last thing. What song are you currently listening to right now that you're vibing to?
What song am I vibing to right now? I don't think I have a song because when I find a song that I like, I have it on repeat, but I don't think there's one that I am currently obsessing over right now. That's a lie. Don't judge me, but it is a gospel song. It is an old gospel song, and I think I am listening to it a lot now because did you see the meme that they were putting out with the what's the name of the song? So I don't know why it's been stuck in my head the last week or so. But they made a meme out of it, and I said, "Oh, I haven't listened to this song in a while," and so I started listening to it. It's "You Are the Living Word." Did you see the meme that they made when they were? Because there's a part in the song where they say, "You died for humanity." Somebody made a meme out of it, and they said that you died. They took the part of humanity and they put that as the first name, Hugh. And manatee, and then there is a picture of a manatee on there. So they turned to manatee. His name is Hugh Manatee.
I don't get it.
You'd have to see the meme, but you haven't seen that?
No, Morgan, I be on my phone. I look at I be watching people's clips on Marvel Rivals.
Mm. But yeah, I've been listening to that because they made that meme out of it. But you know, I've been kind of stuck on that song. But as far as like anything else, there's nothing else that I'm like really like obsessing over right now. Is there something that you are listening to that you're obsessing?
Spend It by Summer Walker.
I haven't. I haven't listened to it. That's the one she just put out, right?
Yeah, that's why I haven't listened to Coco stuff because it's not going.
I haven't listened to it. I heard that it's. It's pretty good. Everybody was like, you know, she did her big one, her big one on that song. She needs to drop the album.
I feel like, what is that song? A Heart of a Woman.
I like all her music. I do listen to. I don't like listen to. I don't listen to her music like you do, but I do like.
I don't know why I've been listening to it.
It seems like you've been stuck on Summer.
It used to be Janae, but
I have to find it and show it to you.
okay.
But anyways, but yeah, there's nothing other than that. I'm not really obsessing over any song right now. I just keep listening to that when I get in the car. That'd be the first song I listen to, and then I listen to other things. But
yeah,
I mean, you don't really listen to gospel like that. I think
I got 2 or 3 gospel songs on my phone, and 2 of them got Nicki Minaj in it.
Right.
So
you were obsessing over that one song she did on the album. That's supposed to be a gospel song. Mm-hmm. Is it Blessed or something?
Yes.
It's whatever. Something like that.
I like that song.
Yeah. But anyways, guys.
Those blessings.
Blessings?
Blessings. Okay, guys. Bye.
Just like that. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
What if we weren't recording?
Miles.